This is a story of a need, a city's need for an essential food, milk.
What do you think about Tres Leches cake?
I don't care. I mean, I've never even had one. I'm not even really
Really?
too. I'm not even really too sure what it is.
Yeah, I've never had one either.
What?
Yeah, I know that. Like, isn't it saturated with some kind of a cream or milk?
I was surprised that I haven't seen a recipe about it.
Okay. So, are we gonna do tres leches?
It's an idea.
Okay. Well, no matter what, this does kind of touch on what we did on Wayne's show about recreating something. So if we could kind of touch on more of those steps a little bit more. You know what I mean?
No.
No, I don't.
You guys weren't there when we did Wayne's stream?
We did a bunch of like 2013 recipes.
We talked about how recreate a lot of new mixers when they try to recreate something, they look at the recipe and why you can't do that. What you need, what we do this all the time, but we don't really talk about it. We talk about the main notes we get. So I haven't ever had a true dulce de leche. So for Nashef to explain to me what it would be in vape form, that's all I can recreate. I can't recreate it to the T, just like how with the blind mixing, you know, I'm going off of what his experience is with it, and I can just kind of guess from there.
Okay, it's a very good example, Max, because you don't need to have a tres leches to understand what is the feeling you get when you eat the tres leches.
So there's all kinds of tres leche cakes, right?
In the tres leches, you have 4 different kind of milks. Leche is milk, okay? So you have 4 different kind of milk. You don't have to use 4 different kinds of milk.
But Trace is 3.
Good point. You have 3 different kinds of milk.
Did I just teach you Spanish?
Yeah, you did.
If you are going to pull out a particular flavor that's tres leches, I do not have it.
No, we don't need it.
Okay.
You have condensed milk, you have frosted milk, and you have whole milk. Yeah, those 3. Yeah.
Let me look up what it is.
The final product is like a very wet, you know, like a bread pudding.
Oh, it's tiramisu.
No,
It looks like
well,
tiramisu.
it's tiramisu in the way, you know, that where you have the in the
Lady
tiramisu
fingers.
you have the lady fingers that are super wet and moistened in
Yeah, you soak 'em in
coffee
espresso.
and that espresso thing. Well, it's similar to that in the texture. The texture is very similar to the tiramisu.
Yeah, but not eggy and not custard. Like it doesn't. It kind of just falls apart.
Yeah,
It's almost like going towards a more soggy cereal kind of route.
the flavors you get are milk, very sweet milk, because you have the condensed milk. Basically, is the main flavor is very sweet and dense. You also have brown sugar. You have, I think you have eggs and not much flour on the mix, so it's not very cakey per se.
Okay, so as I understand it, tres leche is a very wet, light cupcake-like flavor, I guess. Milky, somewhat buttery.
Yeah, you use butter, I think, but not very much. It's not super buttery. It's very light.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's sweet, super sweet.
A wet, sweet cake with very light, fluffy frosting.
Okay, so I watched him make dulce de leche.
So we're putting flour in it. We're putting salt, pepper in it.
Okay, but following Max and his idea, when you read eggs or yolks or whatever you read, you can think that you may need to use some kind of yellow cake flavoring, but you don't need to use flavored eggs. if that even exists.
So if I were to ask you about the cake, what kind of cake does it remind you of? Like a white cake, but it also has some darkness to it, but not in an eggy way. So like more of like a brown sugar type cake.
No, the cake part is more like a fluffy cake. Fluffy, yeah, it's a white cake, but it's a fluffy white cake.
Yeah, the texture of it is very light,
Yeah, it's
aerated.
very light.
Sponge or an angel cake of some sort.
Yeah, it's like you were going to use that one with some kind of custard.
Very smooth, just silky, crumbly.
Is it crumbly or is it more wet and moist?
It's like a bread pudding, you know. It's like butter.
Okay. So basically what I'm getting from this is you have a white cake. Where is the brown sugar in this? Is it just the entire recipe reminds you of brown sugar? Or just the cake part?
No, it's in the entire mix.
Okay, so it's got some darkness to it, whether it's in the cream or whatever.
It's part of the flavor.
All right, so that doesn't have to be in the cake part. So we're not looking for a darker cake. We're looking for almost a very light white cake.
Yes.
So the bakery there it's almost like you're just getting enough to remind you that there is cake in it.
There is volume. You need the cake to add volume. If you don't have the cake, it's just a custard.
So we're looking for a saturated, very super moist cake because they're basically hydrating it with sweetened cream or sweetened milk.
I don't know how they make it.
So they make a cake and then they stab holes in it. And then they take the sweetened cream or milk, whatever, and then they let it soak it up and saturate it. And then you take the chantilly, your soft peaks whipping cream, which is also sweetened, and then you basically frost it. Then the third cream is what? Dulce de leche, and that's just the cream.
No. There is no dulce de leche.
So what are the
Condensed milk, whole milk, and the whipping cream or chantilly cream or
Where is the condensed milk?
So the things that I'm seeing is that they take the what is it? The whole milk and the sweetened condensed milk and basically mix it together, and that's what they're pouring over the stabbed cake. And then the airy kind of milk, like the whipped milk or whipped cream, is what they basically use for the icing, I think, right?
Right. Okay, so that makes sense.
There's not really any brown. There's not any brown sugar notes in it.
The sweetened condensed milk is a little bit more like our version of like Bavarian cream.
Right.
I think they use brown sugar. Those I tried. This is one of those recipes that I'm sure that if someone is watching the episode, is going to say, no, that is not tres leches because my mother made tres leches this way. There's a million ways of doing a tres leches, I'm sure. But those I tried, they had that brown sugary thing going on.
Something a little darker.
Yes.
So the top note to you is brown, like a brown sugar though.
There is a brown sugar note.
We're making your dulce de leche. It's not vanilla.
It's not dulce de leche.
We're making your quad leche. Quad leche.
Oh,
Ooh.
quad leche. I like that one.
Yeah.
Well, you said there were 4 creams.
Yeah, I was wrong.
I'm thinking the 4th cream is dulce de leche.
There you go. Quad leche.
So what cake should we start off with if we need the super white cake?
Okay, so I wanna get this out there. By the way that y'all are talking about it, if I was looking at this recipe and just looking at the recipe, seeing what was in it, the first thing that I would do is I would start with a cake base. We're probably going to do that. But the more I think about it and the way y'all describe it, this is almost a pudding with a texture instead of a cake that's moist.
The result in your mouth is going to be what you said.
We're going heavy in the cream, little bit of bakery.
Yeah.
That's dulce de leche.
That's quad leche.
That's what it is.
Hey, you could use dulce de leche.
Are we? All right. What do you guys want to use?
If we could think of the right wet, creamy kind of custard, what do you think would fit here the best?
I think it's just gotta be really thick cream.
We could go for something like a vanilla custard, or we can go with something like a vape train sweet cream.
That probably is. Yeah. Maybe like vape train vanilla cream, vape train sweet cream.
Because we need a little bit of butter, but we need a little bit of vanilla also.
Yeah. And we need it to be mainly cream. Not that TFA vanilla custard is eggy, or FA's custard is eggy, but it is a kind of yellow. You know what I mean? Where you want something a little bit more white.
What do you think of using vape train vanilla cream? Is it too vanilla-y?
No, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think we should start with that.
Would you use that one with sweet cream? Or is too much?
I feel like you could use both.
How buttery is the vanilla cream?
Not very.
It kind of reminds me of like the inside of an Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like a filling.
Yeah. I would think the vape train sweet cream would bolster that, give it more volume.
So vape train vanilla cream, vape train sweet cream.
And it's going to add just a touch of butter in there too.
You think we still need a custard?
I was thinking beryllium condensed milk.
I don't think Folkart has that.
I don't have Perillum. I don't have any Perillum.
What do you want that for?
We need a milky something. Like, we could use flavor milk.
Flavor West yogurt wouldn't work, would it?
We need the milky part.
What's that? Wonder Flavors. Milky something.
The white chocolate.
Yeah, white chocolate milky cream.
It's not really milky. It's
No.
It's very similar actually to the two flavors that we actually got in there already, except it's less buttery.
We need some of that butyric acid.
Does anybody have the TPA dairy milk?
I have it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What about Wonder Flavors milk? We have never used it.
Let me get it.
It's too far. It's like super milky. It's like spoiled milk.
Oh, that is repulsive.
But it's milky milk. It's like breast milk.
That is not milk. How do you know what breast milk smells like?
I remember.
You have an impeccable memory.
Dude, it was 2 weeks ago. Not too hard to remember.
Why?
I was waiting for the reaction. It took you so long.
Because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, did I miss something?
Well,
I just smell it. And
Oh,
he'll
I
walk
did.
you through.
this is something else.
This is spoiled.
Yeah, what's it like?
Like breast milk.
Does it remind you of breast milk?
Yeah, it's breast milk that's been in a baby bottle too long.
None of us have kids. Why are you guys saying?
Breast milk from a diabetic woman.
Why? How do you guys know what breast milk smells like?
I remember.
You cannot remember that far back.
I just had some like 3 days ago. What are you talking about?
What is wrong with you guys?
You drink kombucha. Let us drink our breast milk.
This is the reason why I drink. Both of you.
I hate to even ask this, but does any of y'all have any condensed milk flavors?
Folkart, yes, but no fucking way. If you know what I mean.
Okay. You're talking about flavor art. What about real flavors?
I only have Perillum.
Why not flavor our milk?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to have to be it, I believe. It's not really condensed milk, but it's pretty close. What do y'all think of Flavora milk?
I can't say I've ever had it.
It's between FA milk and Wonder Flavors milk. And if you in my breast milk meter.
So it's just fresher.
Yeah.
Let me get it. Do you have it, Max?
Yeah, but I kind of don't want to get it now.
Try it. It's not that bad.
I was trying to look for it under B for breast milk. Oh, this doesn't smell bad. Does it taste bad?
You tell me.
Yeah, it tastes bad.
That's really gross.
It is. It's very gross.
I feel like I just threw up in my mouth.
Some flavor art.
I think it's got to be flavor art.
Wonder Flavors is breast milk from a dead woman that had been in the river for 2 weeks.
Another quote.
Breast milk dead.
No. It'd be milk, breast, dead.
So I think FA is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best milk. If you're going for milk, it is.
Okay. Are we going to use dulce de leche
No.
or any other brown sugar?
Yeah.
Is there a dulce de leche that's like light?
No, but probably Jungle Flavors in this case is better than TPA.
Why not use like a Bavarian cream for the kind of dark note?
Oh, that'd be better.
FA?
FA Bavarian cream. Folkart doesn't disagree. Were you going to say TFA? Jungle Flavors? Wonder Flavors?
I was going to say jungle flavors, but
Your head went back and forth every time.
the FA Bavarian cream, honestly, I think the jungle flavors is darker.
It's a lot of a blender, too. That might be a good thing.
I don't have Jungle Flavors Bavarian.
Do you have Jungle Flavors Dulce de Leche?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, maybe we should use that then.
Yeah, let's just use that then.
It's pretty close to it.
We could even use flour caramel if we want.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, but we always use that.
Because it's good.
We use caramel a hell of a lot more than we use dulce de
Yeah,
leche.
yeah.
So what do we need now? Just a cake?
Okay, we have the butter, we have the vanilla, we have the brown sugar, we have the milk, we have the breasts.
We do? We do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we do.
We all do. We all do.
We're not even men.
We're a man with tits.
Rise up.
Tits, man.
Cars. Tits.
Man tits. Man tits.
Man tits, bro.
Yeah.
Man tits.
Now we know where the origin of that is. We don't know about cars.
No. Man tits is the new one.
We should probably add a cake.
Okay, I know y'all don't have this, but I'm going to mention anyway. Flavor West, what is it? Sponge
Creamy yellow
Fluffy
white
white
sponge.
No, creamy sponge
It's
cake.
spongy cake.
Yeah, whatever the
White
fuck it's
breast.
called. Creamy sponge cake.
Nobody has that one.
We should get it. It's good.
Well, I don't have it.
Because if I didn't mention it, somebody is going to mention it during this episode.
Nah, Nashoff will cut it out of the video.
Probably.
Okay, the cake.
I am between two.
I think we all know the cake.
I'm between white cake and the fluffy one.
I think at this point you gotta go with the angel cake because the other one's just gonna be too light.
The only difference between the Wonder Flavors Angel Cake and the Wonder Flavors Fluffy White Cake to me is that the Fluffy White Cake is just a lighter version.
It's not as full,
Right.
and like if you crank it up, it doesn't get more full.
So, Angel Cake?
It's not gonna be enough.
Some kind of cupcake.
I think we need sugar cookie.
What about shortbread cookie?
I think sugar cookie is gonna be the less texture that you might need.
And we also get that malted thing.
Yeah, we could use either one though.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you think is gonna be better?
I think the sugar cookie.
I think that's a good cake base from what you're describing from this cake. Percentages?
No sweetener?
There was, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to have enough milk with the FA milk?
Yeah, go 2%. 2.5%.
2.5? Can you go that high with the FA milk?
You sure can.
Vanilla cream. With 3.
3?
I was going to say 2.
I don't know. You want to be a little bitch? You can be a little bitch. What about sweet cream? We can't use a whole lot of that.
No, 1. No more than 1.
Yeah.
So the vape train sweet cream, that's going to act like the kind of frosting on top, right?
Yeah, the blend between the vanilla cream and the sweet cream.
Hmm.
Dulce de leche.
Half. We need touch.
The Jungle Flavors is pretty strong too, ain't it?
That's why I was wondering maybe a quarter.
Okay, let's go with a quarter, and then we see. Angel cake.
3.
You read my mind.
What do you think? Sugar cookie, like 1 maybe?
What do we want from the sugar cookie?
Blend it and add some more to the angel cake.
We just want enough to know that it's there.
So probably 2.
2.
I'm thinking between 1 and 2.
1.5.
Let's do 1.5.
Sweetener 1.
You don't think higher?
4.
I'm gonna do 1.5.
1.5.
1.25. So we compensate with the other 0.25 that we had.
1 point. Do you really want it to be 1.25 just so it's an even number?
Yeah. 1.75 gives us 12%.
So let's do 1.75.
Yeah, 1.75.
I'm making it 20 mil. This can't be bad.
Have you tried this one?
What do you think? You're the one who's had it.
This is fucking good.
That milk is not bad at 2.5.
No.
I like it. I like how sweet it is.
I'm missing some more body.
Are you missing the bakery? No, I think the bakery's right because it's basically just,
It's there.
it's just there.
The sugar cookie is awesome here.
The frosting, I get the frosting on top too. The light whipped kind of frosting on top.
Yeah, and that milk is like washes over. Like I imagine when you bite down on that, it's like it washes over your whole entire like tongue. Like it's just
It's like in the middle of the cake and the frosting.
You were right about the dulce de leche. It's that sweet darkness in the milk.
yeah. I think Bavarian cream might have just been too much. The dulce de leche is just right.
The only thing I would try, I'm probably wrong, but it's the only thing I can think about, is adding a touch of vanilla custard.
Like 1%.
Yeah,
It'll make it eggy.
Why not vanilla cream extra?
maybe.
Or why not more sweet cream?
It might make it more buttery.
Let me try the vanilla cream extra.
If you had to use a custard, would you use Capella TPA or Flavor Art?
You're looking for just a little bit more fullness.
Something more around that milk also. It's like the milk is apart, it's another layer right now.
I would use the premium custard.
Wait. Hold the phone. What about vanilla Rouillon custard?
Why?
Because it's not really a custard. It's more of a cream. It has a little bit of that darkness to it.
But it's the body.
It might not have the body.
Even a marshmallow.
What about flapper pie?
You know what? It's not a bad idea. I'm trying with the custard. My only concern is that it's going to take away from the uniqueness of the flavor. That is what I like. I like that milky, cakey thing. Is something new.
Are you using premium custard?
Yeah. 1%.
Flapper pie's got too much of a pie crust.
Not vanilla custard premium.
No, too heavy.
It's taken away from the profile.
I think vanilla cream extra is gonna work.
I mean, it's not bad. It's delicious, and adds that fullness that I wanted. But it's ruining the what I liked about the other one.
What about Innoware custard?
Yeah, maybe. What about New York cheesecake?
Which cheesecake? Anywhere.
New York cheesecake.
It'll add a little more of a bakery note to it.
That's kind of okay though.
What about something like 101? What is it? Vanilla cheesecake.
I don't know if Nah Chef has that still.
I do.
But it's gonna change it somewhat because it kind of tastes like cream cheese icing. But it does have body to it.
I'm vaping this. I do like the custard. The more I vape it, the more I like it. But I'm missing more milkiness.
I think it's got to be somewhere in that inaccurate cheesecake realm.
You know what happens when I added the FA premium custard is more satisfying to vape.
Yeah, because it's fuller.
Yeah.
So you need something more full. And whereas custard's not going to do that.
No.
I think one-on-one's vanilla custard cheesecake, that's going to be too cheesy.
Flavora vanilla pudding?
It's not really full. I mean, you have to crank that up pretty high just to get the fullness from it, don't you?
And that might give you more of that like anglaise kind of thing.
What is the problem with the vanilla cream extra?
It's just, you just don't get more body from it.
What is the custard with less vanilla in it?
In a Wero?
No, but with body. With body. Between Capella, FA, TPA2.
Oh, between them? Which one has more body? Probably FA.
No, less vanilla.
Oh, less vanilla? Probably still FA.
Maybe what I did, but using less.
How much did you add?
1%.
So maybe a quarter. Or not a quarter, a half.
Do you have the first version, Folkart?
Yeah.
Can you try with 0.5 or less?
Sure.
I'm gonna look like Folkart. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Developed Again. Oh, we made some dulce de leche for you. Oh, I love me some Mexicans.
It's not dulce de leche. It's
forget-
not dulce de leche.
I forget your ethnic desserts and pastries, and I'll just say that they are delicious.
Oh my god. Do I sound like that really?
I'm not talking about you there, sonny boy. You little youngster. You'll understand when you're older, you know what I'm saying?
So I like this version with 0.5% FA premium custard, but it changes it. It's a little more full, but it's good. It's good, but I think I like the original better.
Have you guys thought maybe it just needs to steep? I mean, it's like all cream. And that sweet cream might sneak up on you.
Do you think that the milk is going to be more balanced in the flavor? Because now it's like another layer.
It's almost like the milk is the top note.
Yeah,
You don't normally get that.
which I don't mind that. I mean, I like it.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
I like both versions too. I'm like Not Chef. The more I vape, the one that I added the FA custard, the more I like it.
Yeah, but not from like an accurate profile.
So never have. Let me say that again. So never have having. How can I say that?
English.
Never
English
having-
is so tough.
Okay,
so
Never
so-
having-
Okay, never having tried a tres de leche. Wait a minute, what the fuck is it called?
No.
So never having tried a tres leche.
No.
I would
No,
say
tres leches.
Leches. Leches.
that's what I said. Leches.
You said leeches.
Okay, so never having tried a tres leches. I would say that I prefer version 2 over version 1.
Max, your turn.
What do you want me to say? The same thing Folkart said? Never having tried. This is
See, it's
tough.
fucking hard to do, right?
I would say that never having tried. No,
No,
Because
you
I tried.
did try it, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Okay, I would say
Why are
having
you lying
tried.
here?
I would say that having tried a Tres Leches, version 1 is more like a regular Tres Leches, but needs to steep to be more balanced and rounded. But the V2 is more pleasant, and it could be a version of a Tres Leches with more vanilla on it, or more custard on it.
Now, Chef, do you think that the version that you tried with FA premium custard at 1%, you think at 0.5%?
0.5%, yeah.
Yeah, it's just enough that it changes it just a touch, but you get more. It's a more satisfying. It fills your mouth more.
And it's also going to steep.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait a week, see what happens.
I'm going to make a new batch with 0.5.
I can still taste it on my tongue. And I can still smell the milk.
The breast milk?
Smell my finger.
It
Oh
smells like
God, what
breast
is
milk.
that? It's breast milk.
Do you want some?
Every once in a while, I just.
Oh my God. My God.
Oh, that was too much fun. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, buddy.
Sure.
Thank you guys for watching this episode develop while we made a Tres Leches cake. We hope you guys mix it up. Folkart and I have never had one before, but we hope it's true to the real thing. We will see you guys on Thursday to talk about it. Finger guns.